Good morning, students. Welcome back to the English class. Students will be starting a new poem named March. It is written by William Wordsworth. Do you know who he is? He was a very famous English romantic poet of Britain. He used to write a lot of description about nature. So, in this poem, the poet lyrically describes the tranquil beauty of nature. Tranquil means peaceful. Peaceful beauty of nature after the winter, that is during spring season. So, let me first read out the pre-reading task and then we'll answer few questions and we'll start the poem. Pre-reading task. How many seasons do you have in a year? Yes, as per the English calendar, we have 4, that is spring, summer, autumn and winter. Which season comes after winter? Spring season comes after winter. What changes do we see in nature in spring? What happens in spring season, children? Yes, nature looks greenish everywhere. And we can see a colorful flowers. We can see lots of colorful flowers blooming in all plants, trees and trees. As I had shown in this scenery, how it is looking, like that it used to look during spring. But see children, as per our Indian calendar, we have 6 ritus. Bashanta, Grishma, Varsha, Sharata, Hemanta, Sisira. But not in English calendar, because in English or European countries they used to have a very long winter period and a very short summer. Okay, so they have only 4 seasons in their calendar. Now children, let's start the poem. The cock is crowing, the stream is flowing, the small birds twitter, the lake doth glitter, the green field sleeps in the sun. So here children, how here William Wordsworth, he being a very natural poet, he had described about the spring. Spring is a colorful season. It brings cheerfulness and new activity in all living beings that appears very fresh and beautiful. The world all over appears beautiful, fresh, and it evokes a sort of new vigor, new energy in all living beings. So in the first stanza, what he has said, the cock is crowing. That means the cock crows early at sunrise, indicating a new and beautiful day. The streams nearby flows, the fountains nearby flows lazily, giving the beautiful sound. Okay, because it is everywhere green and colorful. The small birds also twitter, makes many chirping sounds, many rapid sounds. Now the green field sleeps in the sun. Really the green field can sleep? No children, it is here the personification is made, means simile is made, means a comparison is made as if the green field is compared to a child. As the child sleeps, like that the green field sleeps in the sun, in the warm sunny morning. Now second stanza, the oldest and the youngest are at work with the strongest. The cattle are grazing, their heads never raising. There are 40 feeding like one. So what do we mean by this? The oldest and the youngest, that means all varieties of people. After the long winter, the people of the village are working in their fields. The old and young together, they are working with the other strong people of the village. They are at the high energy because the weather, the climate is very soothing, very beautiful. The cattle are grazing, their heads never raising. That means the cattle are grazing happily without even raising their heads. This appears like the idiom. See children, there is a idiom, 40 feeding like one. That means all their heads are bent and they are grazing in unison. Children, when we will have a very attractive food, very fascinating food like cakes or ice cream or chocolates, how will people feel? Like eating all together. Similarly, the 40 feeding like one. The 40 cows are eating like one in unison. Like an army defeated, the snow hath retreated, and now doth fare ill on the top of the bare hill. The ploughboy is whooping anon anon. So, what does it mean? Let me explain. The snow on the land, that is melted. Now it is spring, so it has melted in the one warm spring sun. Only a little snow is left on the top of the bare hills. So it is the bare hills are compared to the bare hill. The snow is compared to a defeated army which has retreated, which has humiliated, and which is far away from the battle now. So the army men are compared to the snows that are melting. Similarly, the ploughboy means who used to ride the horse, who used to lead the horse, tanga. That ploughboy, see, he is singing joyfully, he is shouting, anan, anan. Anan, anan means sooner, sooner. Let's start the ploughing sooner, sooner. Okay. Now the last stanza. There is joy in the mountains. There is life in the fountains. Small clouds are sailing, blue sky prevailing. The rain is over and gone. So what does it mean? It means the mountain slopes are now filling off with colorful plants, a sight which brings joy to the eye and mind of every people who watches this, of all the observer. The springs flowing down the mountain slopes are now alive with water from the melting snow. The springs, the small fountains are also filled with water because the snows are melting. Little clouds are floating about under the blue sky. The rain and the snow of the winter season is over and gone, and the weather at springtime is now very pleasant and joyful. So here he describes about the spring season. By stressing the different aspects of nature, he draws a detailed picture in the reader's mind that how the emotion, how the feelings are expressed in March, that is in spring. So hope you understand, children. Now let's do the exercises. Let's understand the hard words and its meanings. Twitter means to make a number of short rapid sounds of the bird. Doth means it is an old form of Dutch. Glitter means it shines brightly. Retreat means go back. Fare ill means becoming unsuccessful. Ploughboy means a boy who leads a horse, that is pulling the plough. Whoop means make a loud cry. Fountain means a natural spring of water. Prevail means gaining control, victory. Seen means something spread out, something looks to view. Anon means soon, soon, that means in a short time. Now let's do the exercise. Complete these sentences with the best choice given. The poet is watching the scene from a place near a stream. In the first 5 lines of the poem, the poet is speaking to himself. Very good. The ploughboy is making loud cries just to shout with joy. Now let's start. Who are at work? The oldest and the youngest are at work with the strongest. Why are the cows not raising their heads? The cows are grazing the grass, so they are not raising their heads. What is the ploughboy doing? On the top of the bare hill, the ploughboy is whooping anon anon. Why does the poet say that the snow is only on the top of the bare hill? Because it was spring season, so the snow is only on the top of the bare hill. Most of the snow has melted in the warm spring season. Why is the poem called March? The poem describes natures as seen in the month of March. So it is called March. It is springtime. Pick out the rhyming words in the poem and write them down. Crowing, flowing, twitter, glitter, youngest, strongest, grazing, raising, defected, retreated, ill, hill, mountains, fountains, sailing, prevailing. Very good. Now we'll do the third A, that is as we read this, that is one. Do the exercise given below working with your partner. So we'll fill the blanks. As we read this dash